Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to lesson number 13. And here, so we're going to apply some more letters and a new rule we're going to be introducing today, known as the shadda rule. So try and pronounce these letters together. So we have a fatha, the ra, sukun de kasra. So rabb, bi, rabb, bi. Ra joins with the ba, rabb, and bi. Now there's another way of actually writing this out in Arabic, which is what I want to show you guys today. And that is, you can actually write one ba in place of the two bas. Write one ba with this W sign at the top. And that represents two. So rabb, bi. So you can write it like the top way, or you can write it like I've written at the bottom with that symbol, that W symbol, which is known as a shadda. So two bars are incorporated into one bar with that symbol. So rabb bi, rabb bi, rabb. So say it with me, rabb bi, rabb bi. And remember, try and pronounce it as loud as you can so that the pronunciation becomes correct. And you can actually record yourself, listen to yourself again. So let's look at the surah then. So in Surah Al-Fatiha, rabb. Notice the shadda on the top, bi. So you pronounce it as double. Rabb, bi. Rabb, bi. Okay, so that's one example. Let's try another example then. So here, again, when you can actually write this down, it'd be a really good idea to get a piece of paper, get a pen. Maybe you can even write it down on a piece of paper. Practice your Arabic as well. And this is a very good way of memorizing the rules as well. Right, so let's add some vowels onto these letters then. So, okay, so we have here, try and pronounce that yourselves. So, ya, ka. Join it together. Ya, stretch it a bit. Ka. Ya, ka. So pronounce it with me. Ya, ka. Okay, so let's join these letters together then. Now notice, when we join these letters together, the shapes of the letters, or some of them, change depending on where they occur in the word itself. Some of them are joined to letters before, some of them are not. And so notice two yas have come together. Now if we had to write that out with a shadda, how would we write it? It would be written like this, with one ya with a shadda on top. So pronounce it with me. Iyaka, iyaka, iyaka. Say it with me. Iyaka. So the two yas here are represented with one ya with a shadda on top. They're exactly the same. Okay, and it's pronounced iyaka. So say it with me. Iyaka. Excellent, brilliant. Right, let's have a go in the Surah Al-Fatiha. Then remember, we're trying to understand Surah Al-Fatiha here. So here, notice there's a I, and there's a ya there, there's a ka, and the ya has a shadda on top. So that shadda represents two letters. So we pronounce it I-ya-ka. Say it with me. I-ya-ka. 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 Right, let's try another example then. So again, try writing it out yourselves. Practice your handwriting as well. And also try pronouncing the letters before I pronounce them. So let's have a go here then. So let's add, let's add a ha here. Add some vowels onto these letters. Okay, so let's put a kasra on the mi, so mi. And let's put kasra on the ha, put a sukoon there, and put a fatha there. Right, so pronounce them. Mil, la, hi. Mil, mim and the la join together. Mil, and the la stretched. Now here there's a alif they write, but it's silent. I'll show you in a bit. So we don't pronounce that alif, that purple alif there. So mil, lahi, mil, lahi. Right, so how would you write this out? Try writing it yourself. how would we write this if we had to write it with the shadda? So okay, so this mi la hi, millahi. Now notice, remember the last lesson we talked about the small alif that they write hovering above. Okay, so that's, you have to imagine that's over here. So we'll write that in there. The alif is there, and you got a shadda here. So we pronounce it as mil, and then that la stretching sound is due to the hovering alif, and the hi, mil la hi. So say it with me, mil la hi, mil la hi. Notice the alif is in place of that, and this was last lesson. If you can't remember the last lesson, go over the videos again, come back to this one. Okay, so mil la hi. Two lams are represented by one lam there, and there's that shadda there. So mil la hi, and this is the name of Allah, how it's written. Okay, not the meme part, but the rest of it. So here, mil la hi, mil la. Notice the shadda there, and that small alif on top, the line on the top, hovering, stretching. So millahi, millahi. Again, there's other words you can spot in Surah Al-Fatiha yourselves. So you have there, for example, Ar-Rahman, Rah. There's two Ra's there. Da, Malik Yawmiddin. You have the Si, Nasira, two Sads, two Lams there, two Yas there. Okay, so you can see the letters that we have with the shaddas. There's quite a few of them in this surah, and you can look through other pages of the Quran as well to spot some, and try practicing now. You've learnt a lot of letters now, so you should be confident enough to be able to apply many of them yourselves, inshallah. Hope that makes sense. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.